The game is finished if alt season does not show up in the near future, ladies and gentlemen. On the other hand, there are particular indications that alt season is quite close at hand. To put it another way, I am already convinced that the preparations are in place for alt season to take place. Right here we have the Ethereum exchange traded funds, ETFs, and other external news such as this. This is breaking news. A cryptocurrency platform is going to be launched by Donald Trump on Monday. Therefore, Trump is going to establish a cryptocurrency platform on Monday, guys. The right, which is connected to every season, is on its way. Consequently, what Donald Trump intends to do is profit from it to the fullest extent possible, right up to the highest standard, guys. Consequently, that was giving me the impression, gentlemen, that perhaps he is aware of something. Because at that point, we will have more encouraging news. To quote Justin from Cointelegraph, Kraken has refuted charges made by the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) that assert Cardano and Algorand are not securities and that the SEC has overreacted. Will you take a look at that there? Okay, so this is fantastic news for alternative cryptocurrencies. Aside from the fact that Donald Trump might soon launch his very own alternative cryptocurrency, we also have the cryptocurrency sector fighting back against the Securities and Exchange Commission, right? No, Cardano and Algo are ready to launch, right? Which Kraken and Exchange confirms that this is not the case. What are our thoughts on the matter? The Securities and Exchange Commission has to take a deep breath. I think we are headed towards a better place right now, especially for all of our coins, because Ash cryptocurrency that comes about with Bitcoin will break 100,000 at some point in the future, right? So the SEC is breaking down, which is insanely amusing, right? However, in my honest view, I think Ethereum is going to surpass 10,000. Whales are purchasing Bitcoin and Ethereum worth millions of dollars every single day, as we will witness in the 100x old season, people. You agree? Life will be completely transformed during the next 6 to 8 months. I couldn't agree more, gentlemen. Let's say we decide to sell right now. LOL, please, my lord. You are almost at the point where you are mining for gold or diamonds, and it seems as though you are attempting to do so. You agree? But you seem to be on the verge of it. You just give up at that point, right? Actually, I'm not going to do that. Consequently, you might be wondering, wait a second, why are we going to talk about Dogecoin just now? Mostly due to the fact that Dogecoin has a surge in value throughout, or I believe it is front-running alt season, right? It's almost like the activation of the alternative season. From a technical development perspective, let's talk about it. When Doge goes, the alternative market goes as well. What are you saying, guys? Take a look at that. When it comes to coins, the Doge is one of those that goes off first. Among the first few individuals, and after that, everything else, including our altcoins or the altcoin markets, rises to a higher level. At this point, I believe that XRP is probably class-correct excerpts. On the other hand, I believe that XRP was like this guy standing on his side like this, and then it exploded like that guy. I'm sure you guys are aware of the delay, right? There is a good chance that it was similar to that in the year 2021. It seemed like there was a delay such as just here, the boys. Therefore, certain alternative cryptocurrencies have a distinct personality that is more nimble than others. Is that correct? But I believe that every boat will eventually rise. Now, as far as Doge is concerned, this is the market for alternative cryptocurrencies. And what we see right here is red, yellow, and green, right? Can you tell us what's going to happen next, guys? We see red and yellow to the green. Right, so the structures from 2021 and comparing it to 2024 are indeed similar, guys, which means this other huge pump will be on the horizon, right? Maybe $1 Doge incoming. Now, I am transparent, guys, and I do want to say I own 0 Dogecoin, right? For me, I don't like it, guys. Don't think it's worth it for me to own it. But a lot of other people do own it. Perhaps you will feel the same way after viewing this video. Would you kindly like it, guys? Please give today's video a thumbs up. Another chart for Dogecoin demonstrates that we faced opposition from individuals. And when Dogecoin finally got through the resistance, it burst, as it has done over all of these seasons, folks. And how about the resistance that is occurring right now, which is the same thing? However, we are currently dealing with this phase of consolidation. The same thing occurred right here, and the same thing happened exactly here, people. In the video that we are going to be discussing today, we are going to be talking about every alternative cryptocurrency, right? This is something that we haven't done in quite some time. XRP at this very moment, wouldn't you say that we are running out of time? To put it another way, we are smack in the middle of the explosive zone, correct? For the second time, each of these charts is indicating that the identical result will occur. Indeed, that is somewhat peculiar, isn't it? Mostly due to the fact that they are all cohesively connected together. From my perspective, that is how it appears to me. Therefore, if you see one of them go like this, imagine if XRP went like that, we are going to see other charts going in the same direction. Due to the fact that everything moves together, all of the coins follow, but only for a very little period of time. Guys, let me just say that I am incredibly short. What is the current situation with XRP? Would you people be able to understand what I'm saying, or am I just dreaming? Guys, I've never seen something like it before. Who or what is that? You agree? I find that to be a little bit unusual, and the reason for that is that I do not believe that this is good, guys. The reason for this is that there is a significant amount of liquidity, and as far as I can tell, they have never taken any right. This is their whole liquidity build-up. I really hope that we are able to raise it. But as I've already informed you all, I'm not going to make any more purchases until I see pricing that are lower. Would we be able to acquire it, or would we not? I'm not sure what we're talking about here, but this chart is quite peculiar. After that, I do believe that it is possible that they will take it, right? However, I do have a small amount of money on an exchange at the moment, and I am still winning. It is not that I am winning for nothing. Guys, I am still winning. In the event that there are any urgent buy-ins, I am holding USCC temporarily. This means that the money is available to me in the event that I need to take any action with it in the event that we crash for no apparent reason. On the other hand, I am not going to purchase it since I believe that we are most likely going to continue going above and above. What I'm doing, however, is hedging, just in case something goes wrong. In other words, other coins are showing signals of reversal as well, right? These are all on separate coins, and none of them are showing any signs of wear. I do have bullish divergences and inverse head and shoulder formations, correct? These are some of the good signals that some of these charts are showing. What patterns are currently considered bullish? If we are talking about Ethereum, then let's talk about Ethereum, right? When it comes to coinage, the monarch. To put it simply, this chart has had to be one of the most insane ones I've ever seen, folks, since the market cap of Ethereum is about to reach $1 trillion. In terms of Ethereum, what we have observed on the weekly chart, guys, this goes all the way back to 2017, and we have observed some kind of trend. Is that correct? The support was held as resistance, and then the resistance was followed by support, support, support. The following step is, let's consider the potential repercussions of this situation. To what extent does it have a greater likelihood of providing resistance or holding it? Whether you are holding it as a support or resistance? Please leave a comment below. The amount of support that it possesses is, in my opinion, considered to be quite high. There is a possibility that we will become acquainted with certain wicks nonetheless. The wicks are irrelevant to the body candle garments. It is important to be above this trend line. Okay, it's time to move over this trend line right here. Look what occurred when we didn't look at what happened, 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 folks. That is what matters. It was a bear market of the highest magnitude, right? So it appears that this is actually quite bullish. Therefore, the majority of you are not prepared for what will occur in the year 2025. You agree? So we'll have to wait until 2025, or perhaps even this year. Is there a possibility that this year will be successful? It's hard for me to say, but possibly some kind of inverse head and shoulder pattern. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? That explosion right there is what happens when this goes up like this. It appears to be some kind of falling wedge pattern, right? We'll see what happens now, guys. Another Ethereum chart. There are a lot of things that are right and a lot of things that are wrong, but the overall direction played out. The aim is returning to the peak, which is approximately $4,000. I hope that we go up, men. Also, a backer of BC says this. There is a ray of optimism in this situation. Now, a supporter of BC uploads his video footage to Twitter, and he also mentions this in this post. He was able to anticipate actions of this nature. First we pump, then we dump, then we hold this level, and last we skyrocket out of here until we finally reach our destination. Exactly what you are thinking right now, folks, is exactly what I am thinking. At this very moment, we reached the 702 retracement level, exactly where we were. Not only did we pour back down, but we did it. On the other hand, we must maintain this level of competition, right? Look at that. It's incredible. In point of fact, we did make the journey all the way back down there, right? When it comes to things like the federal funds rate forecasting a recession on the horizon, or Bitcoin hitting its 50-week moving average and it not forecasting a major rivalry, this is literally right here, guys and guys. Wow, that is really intriguing. If this time is different, then it is interesting. On the other hand, if you only consider the technicals and how the cryptocurrency market as a whole performed, you would find that all of the behavior was appropriate. An adequate magnitude fallback to preliminary support was achieved after it moved to the retracement levels, pinpointed it, nailed it, and refused it. And at the moment, that is where we presently call home. When it comes to getting out of this situation, the question that will be the most important is whether or not it is necessary for it to be a lengthy range that takes place, or whether or not it can move up quickly. It is not until the price action begins to play out that I will be able to provide you with an answer to that question. But if we are in a particular location, when you choose to disregard all narratives and all that is happening in the world and simply assert that you are in that location right now, if you were to ask it, it would tell you that it is as good of a time as I need to be a bull. There you have it then. It occurred to me that I should tell you about that. Please give me some information about my gentleman. Yes, you will. When it comes to being a bull, I feel that this will be the best time ever, since you are absolutely right. As he expected sometime around the beginning of this year, the building is performing exceptionally well as it was intended to. Yes, you will. It is clear that rising price movement is a nice tick mark. Even these other charts are now providing evidence in favor of his argument. It is highly likely that we have already reached our lowest point, and the ultimate state of affairs is just around the corner. How come? Do not forget that I am very certain that this is yes, it is excluding the top 10 guys from the competition. All coins are the focus of this. Now, let's come back to this location. Consequently, this is the reason why a big weekly